When you think of the YMCA, you might picture swimming lessons, basketball courts, or summer camps. But the truth is, the Y is so much more than a gym. It's a cornerstone of community, connection, and leadership. Today, we're sitting down with someone who embodies all three, Jenna Kingsley, Fund Development Director at the St. Cloud Area YMCA. Jenna is the bridge between people, families, and opportunities at the Y and works hard every day to make the organization one our whole community can be proud of. We'll dive into how the Y continues to evolve to meet the needs of our growing community. And of course, we're going to chat about one of our favorite annual events, the YMCA Promenade, and how we've had the chance to collaborate with Jenna and her team on marketing efforts that truly make a difference. Welcome to Behind the Brand, the podcast for small business owners, solopreneurs, and aspiring entrepreneurs who are ready to start strong, stand out, and stay bold. I'm Taylor.
I'm Kelly.
And I'm Isabella, and we're part of the powerhouse team of marketers at Moxie Creative.
We're taking you behind the scenes to explore what it takes to build and grow a memorable brand.
Ready to get behind the brand? Let's dive in. Hello, Moxieverse. Welcome back to another episode of Behind the Brand. Taylor here, and I am once again joined by Kelly Kane.
Hello.
And we have a very, very special guest today, Jenna Kingsley from the YMCA.
Hi.
Hi, Jenna.
I'm excited to be here.
Yo, we're so happy to have you here. Jenna said this is her first podcast. So we are
only days after our big event. We're both still yawning and tired.
Recovery mode is strong. That's for sure.
Yeah. I think we're all feeling that. We will get into the big event. That's a huge reason why you're here to talk. But I also just want to talk to Jenna. And I know you probably a little bit more surface levelly. I don't know you on like a deep, through deep Kelly. Kelly. So let's get deep. No, I'm just kidding. That's not what this podcast is. This is not Armchair Expert. No. But I would love to just hear a little bit about your story. You, on Thursday night, you said to me you're the youngest director at the Y, which I think is cool. And you've been with the Y for a really long time. So let's just talk a little bit about that.
Yeah. So my Y story starts all the way back in high school, actually. It was my first job that I ever had. I'm from the Iron Range up in Virginia, Minnesota. And I worked at the Mesabi Y in their childcare room. And then when I came down to St. Cloud State for college, I needed a job. And a friend of mine who was in the same sorority as I was like, I work at the Y and I love it. And I was like, well, I actually already understand the Y. So I jumped in there in the social services department and then transferred over to youth and family after a year and then stuck with that department for a very long time. I ran the summer camp program, and then eventually it progressed into just kind of helping run the entirety of the department. So homeschool programs, youth sports. I'm not sporty, so it was interesting to watch me try and teach sports, but it did happen and it worked, and all sorts of things. I mean,
you glossed over the summer camp, but that was a big job.
It was, It's its own type of show and event.
Good thing you have your child care experience, because I remember seeing you running the camps.
Yeah, it's fun. And I do miss it at times, but I couldn't resist the opportunity when the fund development position opened at the Y, which is our fundraising role. I'd done fundraising in other aspects of my life, and I knew it was the right position for me when it jumped open. So I ran for it and got it, and I've been doing that for about 2 years now. But total, I've been at the Y for about 10 years, this YMCA in St. Cloud.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just the Y for life, apparently. I love it. That's so awesome. That's a long time to be at, especially at a young age, to be at one place. What did you go to college for?
I went to school for mass communication and marketing. I did a double major in mass communications for TV journalism and marketing with a minor in
I didn't
political
even know
science.
that.
Yeah. Okay, Kelly's getting to know you deeper too.
Well, that's good.
Are there crossovers for you in the fundraising world, do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, a big part of journalism is storytelling, and that's all I'm doing for the Y, is telling the amazing stories of the people who come in there, of what we do at the Y. So it's there's a lot of crossover there. Plus, I'm the voice of the phone when you call in. That's me. So really putting that to use.
Well, and fundraising is marketing. I mean,
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So before we started rolling, because this is what always happens, we're always having conversations before that happens. We were talking about the Y and just, that people maybe don't know the mission or understand that you are a nonprofit. So let's talk a little bit about that. What the YMCA offers for not just our community, but like on a big level.
I mean, the Y is so much more than just a swim and gym, which is, I think, what the majority of the people in our community probably think of it as, because it is a huge gym.
Yeah.
And we do have beautiful aquatic center, but we do a lot more. We work really hard to put our mission into practice and building programs for people so that they can be better themselves in body, mind, and spirit. So we've got parenting classes and supervised visitations and exchanges. We teach kids water safety lessons, and we partner with District 742 for that. We have CPR and other first aid kind of training services that we offer.
Lifeguard training?
Yep, we have lifeguard training still. And then just the general like youth sports and youth development is a huge part of what we do. Whether it's the sport realm, we're actually working on getting some different type of programming for maybe kids who aren't as sporty. We had family nights going for a long time. Just anything to connect with our community. Healthy Kids Day is a big event that we put on every year that brings in 500 some kids and their families to just celebrate being healthy and doing things in our area.
Getting the kids out from the screen and
Yeah.
not getting in trouble, having a place for them to go and do something productive.
Yeah.
Also, a lot of 10Ks or a few 10Ks.
5Ks.
5Ks,
yeah.
sorry.
No, careful. Don't make me do any more running.
Something K.
Yeah, no, we have 4 5Ks. We partner with Burnix for that.
very
And the goal of those 5Ks is to be affordable for anybody. So it's $5 to run, plus you get a T-shirt when you do it.
Oh, wow.
I know.
That's because Burnix sponsors it, right?
Yeah, they support a huge portion of that. And then we have other sponsors that join in as well. There's a presenting one for each one of those events, and
Okay.
they do. It's wonderful to see the community come together. We just finished with our Rock Your Soul race, which is a trail run race at the quarries, and we had around 600 people there. Wow. Yeah, crazy. I'm
And you have that
cheering them on.
And you do the turkey race, right? The Thanksgiving Day.
The wishbone.
The
Yeah.
wishbone.
Yeah,
The
that
turkey race.
last year I think that was like over 3,000 people.
Oh,
So,
stop!
yeah.
That's
On
crazy.
Thanksgiving morning.
On Thanksgiving morning. Yeah.
I did one of those once when I was like, I don't know, 10. My aunt and my grandma made me the turkey trot.
Yep. Yep.
I want to
it's,
see you trot.
it's a lot of like family.
That's probably what it looks
things.
like.
I'm home cooking. I don't know what you guys are running. I'm cooking.
Oh, I'm not
running to the
running.
store.
I am cheering them on the sidelines because I am not a runner.
So can people walk though too?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we have
Okay.
people who bring strollers and their dogs and all sorts of stuff and just mosey it, which is
Oh, that's fun.
that's what I would do.
Yeah.
if I were
Yeah.
going to sign up.
Yeah. And there's a lot of other events that you do throughout the year. What do those look like?
Well, the beginning of my year starts off with our community campaign where we're, fundraising for the Y. We have an annual fund which supports our financial assistance program at the Y. Financial assistance gives people the ability to join the Y and or use the programs and services at a discounted rate. And that discount can vary from 20% off all the way up to 60% off. We believe that if people put in something, they have a little bit more buy-in into
Yeah, of
it.
course.
So, and have a little more responsibility with it. We like that people get to, still put something forward, but we want to make sure it's affordable for anyone in our community because the Y is for all. We start with our community phase of just reaching out to the community and getting those funds. And then we move into summer season. It's our golf tournament, which we've had for next year will be 42 years.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been longer than I've been alive.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool that it's sustained through everything. And then we have, or at least on my side, then we move into promenade season, which is a wine and beer tasting event, as you two know. Probably my favorite event of the year. Don't tell the other committees. But
And that's a big one.
it's a big lift, and you guys help.
Yep. So Moxie's a
Astronomically.
sponsor.
Yeah,
How about that?
Yeah, we
Okay.
can jump into that. This is
Go
a good
ahead.
this is a good segue. Yeah, so we're pretty fresh off of that event. It was October 2nd this year, and today's what, the 7th? And we got to do all of the marketing and event decor again this year. We've been doing it for what, 5 years now?
That was our fifth.
Yeah. It's kind of Kelly's baby. So why don't you talk about it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get your kudos.
All right.
She deserves them, that's for sure.
So we got involved with the Y because Jenna's predecessor was someone I knew in town. I wasn't, best friends with her, but we were friends on Facebook, I believe. Diane Hageman, and she had been known to me as a veteran marketer in the community. And she actually commented to a client of ours that she really liked this one social post that we did. And this person said, well, Kelly did it. And she was already connected with me, so she
Was it
messaged
the
me.
colonoscopy post?
Yes, it was like a 80s hair.
Yeah.
If you had hair like this, it's time for a colonoscopy.
Cute.
Yeah. And so she messaged me, and of course, being the salesperson I am, I'm like, thanks, Diane. If the Y ever needs any help, let us know. And she's like, well, we don't have a
Wow.
budget, but we have this, you can help us as a volunteer.
Oh,
and
man.
so then I'm like, okay. And we had helped the Y many, I want to say 10 years prior, one time with the promenade. It was a little bit of a nightmare, so we hadn't done it again. Anyway, so she had met with us, and everything was virtual then. It was 2021. And I remember meeting with her on Zoom with my business partner and just asked, if we'd be interested. And we're like, yep, we could do the invitation and maybe help with some of the marketing. And then I'm like, hey, do you need anyone for decor? Because personally, that's what I like to do. And so before I knew it, I was the head of those 2 committees. And the rest is history.
Yeah.
It is. I
Yeah.
can't imagine the event without you guys.
So-
The life you bring to it is.
So then Moxie is the creative partner, and so we're a major sponsor where we do all the creative work, all the visuals, and then we incorporate that with the decor because that's kind of my hobby. And so it's a
Yeah.
big event. And
Big lift, for sure.
yeah, but it's fun. It's like you kind of walking through our portfolio
Yeah.
in a
Yeah.
way, But
I
also
love what you
because we
do.
get to do it for a great cause, gives us the warm
Yeah.
fuzzies too.
Yeah.
I think you guys do an amazing job too of highlighting the Y's mission at the event every year. It's something that I think could get lost so easily in the hubbub of an event like that with, I think this year it was 450 people. With that many people in the room, like it's just moving, you could lose that really fast. And you do an amazing job highlighting and spotlighting those pieces for us.
That was something we learned, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
At the beginning, it did get kind of lost. And this event is different than a lot of fundraising events where we're not sitting down to have a program. It's more of an open house type of style where people are coming and going and they're doing the wine tasting and maybe ducking out. We do have other activities to try to get people to stay. And and our producer Abby is our DJ. That's how we met her, to have some dancing. But no one's listening to someone speak about a mission. And so we've been putting
And
it
when someone does speak, it's very, very hard to hear them because it's so loud.
it's
Yeah.
really hard. And we've tried it with little signs here and there, but now we just, we slap it on the wall with our partner
Yeah.
Fast Signs. Took off a little more paint this year, so you might be getting a
Fabulous.
call. Yeah.
I don't mind going into repaint for that.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It's worth it.
Anyway, yeah, it was. Now we just call that the mission wall. Now we just expect that. But
Yeah.
I do think, we have sponsors that give money and then they come, but there's a lot of people who come that don't really even know what the Y does, like we talked about. So it's awesome to show
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, it's
It's a
another
whole
event
little-
for them to go to, but they get to see really what we do, and that's
Right.
that's
It's a
wonderful.
fundraising event, but I really think it's a big highlight for the Y too.
Yeah, absolutely. So it kind of starts, I do not get involved in it until we're about 3 weeks away. That's
Okay,
when
yeah.
Taylor gets to work her way in a little bit. And we had a snafu, so maybe I should be involved a little bit more next year. We corrected it. It was fine.
Well,
Yeah.
you were doing the real work.
Yeah,
I was,
yeah,
I was playing, so someone
Yeah.
more help next year.
No, but what does
sure.
Jenna, as the fundraising director, what is kind of your role for the promenade? What does that look like?
Sure. The major part of it is bringing in the sponsorships, right? So talking to those people like Kelly talked about that bring in dollars to support the event and finding people who want to be connected to that mission, but also enjoy something like this. I think it's a really easy and wonderful way for people to dip their toe into giving because it's a fun event. Like we said, I mean, whether you enjoy the drinks or not, I mean, we have amazing food there. We have games.
Food's so good.
I know the food every year is so good. And so it's a great way to just get out and, network as well. There's a ton of people, like I said, in that room. And so I find it really easy to present this as an option for people to get to know the Y and also have a little bit of fun.
Right. When you're a sponsor, you
Yeah.
get tickets. And the lowest level sponsor is not much more than the tickets. So
Yeah, exactly.
That's an easy entry.
Yep, 100%. So that's my major role with it. Obviously, we have a committee of, I want to say it's like 9 people now. And each person kind of has their own role within that. And so I'm there to make sure also that, the committee's meeting and that we're getting the things done and that we're having our goals laid out and kind of just knowing what we're aiming for. But we have some amazing people on that committee that really pull things together and help me in immense ways. It wouldn't be the event it is without everybody's work, and I'm truly grateful.
Yeah, for sure. So Kelly, you are on that committee, like you said, as the marketing chair
And decor chair.
and decor chair. Okay,
Can't forget
okay,
that.
they fall.
Too.
I was combining them together, but they are different. Okay, got it. So what?
I'm the last to talk, and then they cut me off, so I don't get to. I'm like, yeah, I got everything. It's good.
You're a key player, that's for sure.
Yeah. So, if you've been to this event, you understand when we're talking about decor, like it's not just a centerpiece
Right.
sitting there. I mean, the whole room is transformed. So this year's theme was Nashville Music City. And I heard Abby, our producer Abby, and Mo talking when Abby was setting up this morning. And Abby was like, yeah, people were like, how did you get to these weddings this weekend? You were just in Nashville on Thursday. And Mo said that Missy's uncle sent him a text, or them a text, and was like, hey, how long are you in Nashville for? But like literally just like in St. Cloud. So like that is just like
That's
speaking
awesome.
to how transformative, it is. So the event is at Harvester Square in the east side of St. Cloud. And we go in,
It's a big
the day before and then the day of. We probably spend 12 to 15 hours setting up.
Yeah,
Yep.
just
Give
the
or take.
setup.
Yeah, just the setup
I
for
had
the event.
35,000 steps between those 2 days.
I didn't even look at mine because I was scared to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. But Kelly, so for you, how does the planning begin? Where do you start?
I start with the theme. They let me come up with the theme, or I just do it. I don't know if they let me. I just tell them this is their theme.
I don't know why we would choose anything.
Right,
different.
right,
Every
right.
year she picks amazing things, and
So I come up with
creates
the
magic.
I come up with
And so
the theme.
we've
and it's
done what?
well, I didn't come up with this theme, but I helped bring it to life. Was the Roaring Twenties,
Yep.
Prohibition that was in 2021
Yep.
because the
Yep.
pandemic was over. A major
Oh,
sponsor.
I didn't even put that together.
Yeah,
Like, why? That's
yeah,
so
the Roaring
great.
20.
Love it.
And then and then a major sponsor wanted like a Jimmy Buffett theme, but I elevated it to Havana Nights, so I did a tropical theme for him.
which was fun.
Yep. And then I just kind of took the reins and we did Celestial Dreams. It was kind of a moon and star.
I still dream about that one. It's the
I
best
just,
one.
I try to I don't want to use themes that like, it was my
Casino night. Everything's elevated.
a little bit. I mean, we want it to be accessible, but we want it to be something that maybe we wouldn't do. So Celestial Dreams was the third one, and then the fourth one was Boogie Wonderlands. We did
That
a
was so
disco
fun.
So
theme,
good.
and then this one was Nashville.
Yeah.
So I just try to think like, party themes, but that are just a little bit something that we can do all the visuals around and give people a theme. And what's awesome is I say, hey, people dress like this, and then they do.
Yeah.
And like, I'm so powerful. But I think sometimes people, they like Nashville is very accessible, and
Yeah.
so is
Yeah.
like Havana Nights, and I get that. But we don't want to just do the easy ones either. Like for
Yeah.
Celestial Dreams, I said, just wear these colors, and people did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was cool. And I think next year's theme is going to be a little different for dressing. I'm not going to say what it is yet, but it's okay. We'll figure it out. Like I
Yeah.
just like
Well, and I
can't
love-
always just do the obvious. We want to make it a little different. And I think people get excited about the theme.
Yeah.
I think so too. And I
Yeah.
think what I do love about the event too is that you can dress for the theme. Like I saw so many people this year in cowboy hats
Yeah.
and all the things, but you can also just come in business
Yeah.
Yeah.
attire if you want
Yeah.
as well. And there's no judgment there. I mean, I've had everyone, what was it, 2 years ago in Celestial Dreams, people were in jeans and then some people were dressed up to the nines in like gowns.
Yeah. Right,
And
yeah.
so it can fluctuate to what you're comfortable with.
And it's not
but
weird, right? Like
not
if
at
someone
all.
shows up in a evening gown and then, next to someone who's wearing jean shorts, it's like, okay,
Yeah, that
like
makes
that's
sense.
fine. Like it's
Exactly.
it's not weird.
And a lot of
in
people do
some
come after work.
Yeah.
weird way. Yeah, right.
People
Yeah.
can enjoy it wherever they want to enjoy it. And I mean, and for some people that is dressing up in the
Yeah.
theme. I am one of those
Yeah,
people.
right?
I'm like, I'm going to go all out if I can
Yeah.
because it is like
I'm gonna return what I buy afterwards, but
potentially. we don't have to
You
tell
guys
anyone
are
about that.
No, I think that's part of the fun, and people like.
so, too.
I think they like a theme. They want to know what to dress up in. We do
Yeah.
put that on our socials too, if people want to do it.
And I think
So-
it helps the why in the sense too that because then people are taking photos of themselves in their cute attire and they're tagging the why and putting out
the next
that they were
day
in
there
it.
was
Yeah.
all
yeah, yeah.
Oh man,
so
I was
much
combing through
stuff.
people's socials and
Yeah.
like stealing photos that I was like, okay, this one shows off this part of the decor and this one
Yeah.
shows off the mission wall, and
Yes, yeah.
it's really cool to see it all come to life.
Plus, we have a photographer who donates his time.
He does, yeah.
Yep, Jeff Yuppie does that for us, and so he'll have some great photos for us soon. And
Yeah.
I know we took some video, and we have to get that ready. And I know Adam.
Yeah, the Wise marketing people did some great work. We already have a reel out on our.
Like, did he sleep? Like,
I
Yeah, he
always
did it.
wonder that.
I
know.
mean,
He did it right away. That's awesome.
Yeah.
for real.
And he
it's
messaged me. He's like,
crazy.
"I've got the full video ready," and I'm like, "When do you had time?"
Yeah.
I don't know, but
He
I'm
must have done it
impressed.
that night or in the morning. Yeah,
Yeah.
because it was out.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So it starts with a theme.
Okay,
then we
so
move
it starts on Pinterest for me. So I start,
Love Pinterest.
Yeah, so I start a board, and it's usually during the last month of the year before I come up with the next year's theme because I'm all over Pinterest trying to finish up my stuff. And so then I come up with a theme, and then I start pinning ideas for decor, and I actually come up with pretty much my decor colors and themes in the fall. And then after January 1st, then whenever I can fit it in here at Moxie, we start with the invitation.
which is literally right around the corner. What the hell?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
It turns around so fast.
Well, I
and
already
I'm
have
like,
a concept, yeah. And so, because like in April, we announce it, we reveal the theme. We have, might not have the invitation ready to print, but we have the theme done, and we do a save the date email,
Yep.
and we start promoting
Yeah.
the event. And then in June, we already start, or July, we already start the social. So
Yeah.
it has to be done way before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's why everyone's like, oh, you started early. I like to let it ruminate a little bit and think of things. And then, like I said, I do a mood board for the decor. And then I usually meet with the design team here, and they turn it into the graphics. I mean, I have certain non-negotiables, like these are my colors, but other than that, we kind of like just go for it.
Yeah.
And so I think that's what makes the event, when we talk about the event, so cool, because we kind of mix those two things. We mix the 3D kind of decor with the graphics, because if you've been to the event, it's like signage city.
Yeah.
You know,
All the
it's-
signs make
yes,
Kelly
there's
just
a
go
lot
insane.
of signs. There's signs of this is what you're drinking at the wine list. This is this game, and it's just
Well, and someone was talking to me too, and it's the little details that you guys put in and that the rest of the committee puts in that really make it shine, right? Like, it's things that people might not even notice are part of the decor and part of what you're putting into it, but it makes it just so much more elevated
Yeah.
and wonderful. The gluten-free signs that you had this
Oh,
year,
yeah.
I had someone comment, I can't even believe those are in theme.
Yeah.
The tiniest signs that you have in the
Right.
room are
That's so funny.
are up
oh yeah, the signs are the bane of our existence
Yeah.
at the last 2 weeks.
Being
We're like,
Kelly's and Brittany. Yeah.
there's
They're
one yeah, because
lucky
we do
they
a
don't like claw each other's eyes out.
because we do an invitation, we do 2 programs,
Yep.
we do all the social posts, we do all the signs.
Yep.
I don't know.
We're lucky that it's Britt that does that, because if Britt had more of my personality, I don't know who would
Well, there's
come out
one-
of the cage.
There's one
Like,
change.
for real.
There's one change, and it's on 20 signs. You know, it's just like,
Yeah.
oh my god, yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
a lot at the end. But the fact that the graphics integrate with the decor, and then even this year we had graphics be the decor with the banners.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah,
I was
that was
happy
so
to pay
cool.
for that, so I wouldn't have to make anything more. But
Yeah.
with like with the pictures of the country music stars. Actually, my massage therapist brought that up to me when I was
Yeah.
telling him about the theme. He's like, you could have banners of the country music stars. I'm like, oh yeah, I know. 'cause
Well, and
we were
then we
like,
See, your massages are worth it, Kelly.
I know. Can I write those off? Go ahead.
It's a creative moment for you.
Yeah, right?
I love it. Yeah. Well, and then we sat there and we turned around. Some of those decor pieces were auctioned off on the silent auction and helped raise money for the financial assistance program. So
Right.
it all makes a full circle every time. And
Yeah, those
it's
guitars
cool.
were pretty.
Yeah.
I've got to say, I got a couple left. but-
She's always
Bought-
sad to see
people
the
bought-
decor
took
go.
'em?
Oh
Or
yeah.
bought them.
Yeah, for more than we listed them for too. Which
Wow.
was
Was
I
it-
was.
how
we
much
were
did we sell 'em
nervous.
for?
We put them up for 30 because we were like, we're not going to hedge any bets, and a couple of them went for like almost double that. So
Oh,
cool.
really?
yeah. So I mean, every dollar counts.
I
and
bought
it makes a
those.
big-
Yeah.
I went thrifting and
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yep.
gave her my childhood guitar that I found out of nowhere. I was like, I don't even remember playing this.
It's so perfect. That's
decor.
funny.
yeah.
Did the-
You know, and I made like over 80 pieces of different things. And
Mm-hmm.
I think, oh, I'm going to have all this left over. I remember telling Ed,
Yeah.
we fill that space.
Yep.
It's such a
Every
big
year.
space. I have to remember this week to write down so I know next year. I'm like, what did I make and how much do I need?
What do I need for
What was the
everything?
layout?
Yeah.
I had Elise go around and do a documentary of the tables. 'Cause I always forget the
That's
layout.
good. Yeah. No, that's good. We need that.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. For us, I think, Kelly, I've heard you say it before, and Jenna, I'm sure with your marketing background and stuff too, you can see that, and the storytelling and stuff that you're doing all the time, like marketing and this setting the scene, the stage, so to speak, like that can aid into a more successful event.
Absolutely.
Right? You know, there's something to be said for, yeah, throwing a fundraising event and throwing some stuff on a table. That's great. But like, we see how much bigger and better things can be
For
when
sure.
you
Yeah, and you know,
go-
and I've been involved with some nonprofits that maybe don't necessarily agree with that or just don't have the budget for that, and I understand
that's
that.
understandable.
And we're able to actually double the budget because we help with that.
Yeah.
And not everyone has that. I understand that, but it's a feeling, right? I mean, there's a lot of research out there, of, you know, color theory and interior design, like sitting in a room that you feel great in, what that does to your mood. There's all that research out there. Well, I think that with the event, like
Yeah.
one, it needs to look successful, whether it is or not.
Yeah.
Right? It needs
And
to
it
look,
was.
Yeah. But I mean, it needs to look, and it needs to be fun. People want to have fun at the event. They're going to give more if they have fun, or they're going to come back if they have fun. They're going to sponsor if they have fun. It just, people ask for money all the time, but we're putting on a little party for these sponsors. And so I feel like it does matter, and I know it's a lot of work, and I put in the hours for it, and every year, why do I do it? And then I'm like, oh, this is why I do it.
Yeah.
It does
You and I were
matter.
talking about it at the event where it's like, this is so stressful leading up, and then it happens, and it's like everything disappears, and I'm like, what? Of course we're doing it again.
Yeah, right,
This is
yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The setup is a lot. Like, I get frustrated, and I remember telling Taylor, like, oh, I hate that I get so overwhelmed. And she's like, it's a lot.
It is.
It's
Yeah.
a lot,
No,
you
yeah.
know? And I'm doing it in a vacuum, really, and then all of a sudden we have to set up. It's
Yeah.
even the packing is just
Yeah.
like, oh
also,
my God.
a lot of the people that come and help as volunteers, this is, their second, third year doing it. So they understand,
Yeah.
event day, Kelly. Like,
Yeah,
it's a
I-
lot.
Yeah.
It's just different.
Well, and volunteers in general, I mean, one of the things we always tell people for the Y is that we value time, treasure, and talent because, whatever you can give to support is wonderful. And these people who'd volunteer for Promenade are excited about what we're doing.
Yeah.
And it's because of the things that we've built with this, right?
Yeah.
It's because of all of the beautiful parts that go into it. And so they don't mind being there and watching us get a little stressed out. And then,
Well, there's
Yeah.
there's two parts I like. One is I like just being at home, and three parts. I like the planning, and I like the dreaming, and then I like doing it by myself.
piddling.
Yeah, the piddling. I piddle. And then I like seeing it done. And so what I don't like is setup.
Yeah.
Why isn't it up? I want to see it
And
done.
it's really hard because, like I said, we've just spent, 12 to 15 hours setting this up, and then it's done in 3 hours, and you're like, what
And
the
people
hell?
are, and
so
people are
fast.
throwing the decorations at me, and I'm like,
yeah, little tears.
yeah,
Yeah.
But it's just that it's my patience for that day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have much.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think you have enough.
But I
Yeah.
mean, I was like, got those tablecloths ironed, and we were done by noon. But
yeah. No, it was great. I thought it
No.
was really smooth this year. I've been doing it with you all 5 years, and this year was top
I'm
notch.
trying to get better at the pre-planning and doing things ahead of time
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
Well, and before I stepped into this role, I was on the committee in a way, and I assisted with silent auction specifically, and it truly does get better and better every
Yeah.
year. Like the systems fall into place faster, and we just we've built a rhythm.
Yeah.
And it's great to see it.
Yeah.
Right.
absolutely.
Some things are just last minute. And we just have to get used to it.
Yeah, I know.
Right. Yeah.
I'll never feel okay with it, but that's okay.
But this year we brought in a new committee member for silent auction, and that was huge.
yeah, Emily from Obank, she was
Yeah.
awesome. And then
She did great.
some volunteers too. Autumn Olson, who's a previous Y staff, wanted to come back and volunteer for us and helped assist in the silent auction as well. And just, I mean,
So that was up in
Try to
record
people.
time. I mean,
Yeah.
it was great.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
made me
It was,
happy to
yeah,
see
it
it
was
go
great this year.
I mean, it takes many hands. So if anybody is interested in joining a committee, yeah, we
we'll always
meet.
take more.
What do we do? Like,
Mondays, it's kind of weird.
is
So
it like
we do-
April through October, or is it March through October?
It's like March through through October probably.
beginning of
And
October,
it
yeah.
starts off just like once a month, and then 2 times a month, and then the month of the event it's like every week. But
Yeah. Just like having a baby.
yeah,
It,
Kind of a promenade baby.
it is a promenade baby. I
It
love
does
it.
feel like that for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part of the
Yeah.
event, Jenna?
Oh man, it's so hard to pick, but I think as people are walking in and they're starting to register and seeing it all I'm busy, right, in that first little bit,
Right.
trying to make sure registration's going good and the games are starting off right and doing all this stuff. And then there always hits this moment where I just stand there and go, okay, my job is done.
Yeah.
And I look around and people are enjoying themselves and the food is going crazy and the games are happening and it's just amazing. You know, that moment where I sit there and I can see the efforts come to life. That's amazing.
So producer Abby came because she donated her DJ services, and she came Thursday afternoon right before I left, and she had tears in her eyes when she walked in because nobody was there messing anything up, and she could see it all. And she was like, "Oh my God, I love country music so much." And I was like, "Oh, she likes it." That made me feel good,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a wow. It's a wow when you walk in, that's for sure.
and that's what we aim to do, right?
Yeah, yeah. My favorite part, and I think I've actually said this on a podcast before, is, it's a night that like I get to go out with my husband and like he gets to see a little bit of like what we do.
Yeah.
And like that's really cool because to him, he's like, I kind of don't understand your work. Like, yeah, you make logos and like, I actually don't, but he's like, you respond to emails. I don't know. But he gets to see like a little bit of, obviously, that's a one-time occurrence. We're not doing this on a regular basis, but gets to see a glimpse of that. And, Eddie, Kelly's husband, and Mo and Missy.
Yeah.
No,
It's a fun
just-
night out for us too. We all
Yeah.
go because we all work on it, and so it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always drag my significant other Jay too, and he doesn't get to see much of me, but he goes because he knows it's a big deal to me. And every year he's like, "This is just so cool to be at." So
I love that. I
Yeah.
love that. That's awesome. Do you feel like this year was a success?
yes, yeah. Like I kind of said earlier, every year it feels like it gets better and better, and those processes fall into place, and the dollars came in, and the people had a great time. I've only gotten compliments since, so I feel successful.
I
I
mean,
hope you guys do too.
Oh yeah. We have to unpack the trailer yet, so I have mixed feelings. But
It's tomorrow.
but I got so over the weekend I had to clean my house a little bit because I do a lot of it at my house. So I cleaned I cleaned 4 rooms last weekend. I got a couple more to go, but yeah, I had to put all the stuff away that was left over because it's like that week my house was just a wreck because we were moving things. But yeah, now we'll put it all away and
Yeah, we're still washing tablecloths at the Y
Yeah.
and folding them.
yeah.
I tried to. They're like
tablecloths.
10-foot tablecloths, and watching me try to fold one by myself is
I know
extremely
because I
entertaining.
washed them before.
Yeah, the kids on
Yeah.
staff came over and they're like, "Would you like some help?" And I was like, "Actually, probably."
Yeah, that would be great.
I think
Wonderful.
we should start ironing now for next year. But that was that's something we learned. I mean, Melinda's mom did great ironing the tablecloths. We
Yeah,
even had
we had a
little old
volunteer.
ladies ironing tablecloths.
Brought their irons and ironing boards in, and they were in our conference room at the Y, prepping
The
us
ones they
2
did?
weeks before.
Next year, they're going to start 2 months before. I need them to do all of them. That
Yeah,
was so
it was great. And not that we can't, do that at the event, but having those things set in place already.
Yeah.
And then it also gave some excitement it was one of our staff is Melinda, and it was her mom and her friends who came in and did it. And it gave them excitement about the event.
Yeah.
And then they were watching the silent auction at home the whole night because they couldn't make it to the event. And they were looking and watching that. So I know, it's wonderful to just spread the love with everything of it.
Yeah, so we're joking about tablecloths, but literally there's like 70 some tables.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's guest tables and other tables. And so I think one of your new staff members said, "So Promenade runs on tablecloths." I'm like, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Yep,
Yeah.
it does.
Pretty much, because Kelly doesn't want wrinkled tablecloths, and they did exceptionally, looked great this year.
Yes,
Yeah, I like
they
that.
were great.
And I think we were pretty much, I mean, Thursday morning we didn't do much. We were pretty
Yeah.
much set up Wednesday night. I
Yeah,
mean, that was like
which is
record time
huge.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
great
great.
things.
It was great. Wonderful. Well, if someone is interested in sponsorship opportunities for any of the Y events, but I guess specifically Promenade, how would they get involved?
They can reach out to me at the Y. My information is on the All About Us on the staff page. Otherwise, I'm out at community events all the time and happy to just work with anybody. So stop in at the Y, give us a call, say that you're looking
Ask
for
for
Jenna
Jenna.
Kingsley.
Yes.
Yep. And they'll direct you to me, and we'll take any help we can get and any dollars we can get and get more people excited about this.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Jenna, so much for joining us today. One thing I think that we can all take away from this episode is that community impact isn't something that happens overnight, but your involvement in organizations like the Y can really go a long way, and in this case, you're helping out the community, you're helping out families, and really giving our youth a happy and safe space to be.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. See you next week.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Behind the Brand. If you liked this episode, share it with a friend. If you didn't, share it with an enemy. To keep up with us, follow along on our socials. Links are in the show notes below.